Hi, my name is Autif Kamal, and this is another episode of Be Logical. In this episode of Be Logical, I'm going to show you how to make predictions using three concepts of logic. Those concepts are disjunctive propositions, the law of non-contradiction, and conditional propositions. After I show you how to make predictions using that combination of logical concepts, we'll apply it to a discussion about why Jabin Bogan was arrested for accidentally transporting ammunition to Mexico. Alright, so first, a disjunctive proposition is ideally used because you have multiple possibilities that you're considering, and only one of them would be true. That would be the ideal way in which to use a disjunctive proposition. So, for example, either you will keep watching this video right now, or you will stop watching this video right now. Okay? And now this relates to the law of non-contradiction, because the law of non-contradiction just states that the same exact statement cannot be both true and false at the exact same time. So, if the same exact statement cannot be both true and false at the exact same time, then that means the same exact statement must be either true or false. Okay? So, either it's true that you will keep watching this video, or it's false that you will keep watching this video. Okay? Either you are watching this video right now, or you are not watching this video right now. Okay? And then conditional propositions, I think I've been doing it for a few videos now, but just in case it's still kind of new to you, a conditional proposition makes a causal relationship explicit. So, for example, if I don't wake up to my alarm, then I will be late for work. If I don't wake up to my alarm is the antecedent or the cause, and I will be late for work would be the effect. Okay? Now, I'm going to apply this to a real situation that I have. It's kind of a depressing situation, but because it's so depressing, it's pretty easy for me to remember. Right now, I'm in a credentialing program, and I have to complete this final exam, and that's all that's really stopping me from becoming a teacher. And I have not gotten a passing score on this final exam 4 times. I've just submitted my 5th attempt, and if I don't succeed on my 5th attempt, then I will be kicked out of my program. Okay? Now, here, using the law of non-contradiction and a disjunctive proposition, this is what I'm thinking. Okay? Either I will pass on my 5th attempt, or I will not pass on my 5th attempt. Now, what should I do if I do pass on my 5th attempt? Well, then I'm going to start looking for teaching jobs. Okay, but what if I don't pass on my 5th attempt? Well, then I have to see if I can either transfer my credits to another program or just apply to another program. Okay, and why should we even make predictions? We should make predictions so we know in advance how to act, so that the situation isn't completely unfamiliar to us. Now, of course, no one always makes accurate predictions, but it's better to make some predictions. It's better to make predictions and some of them be accurate than to not make predictions at all, because at least some of your actions will have some sort of advanced guidance. Okay, now I'm going to apply this to a discussion on Jabin Bogan. Jabin Bogan is a Dallas truck driver for Demco Express. He was supposed to go from Dallas to Phoenix, Arizona. He was transporting 260,000 rounds of ammunition. And sorry, before I go further, I'm getting this article from Yahoo. It's by Alyssa Newcomb with ABC News. The title is Trucker Who Made Wrong Turn Freed from Mexican Prison. Okay, so he was transporting 260,000 rounds to Phoenix, Arizona, or that was his intention, but he made a wrong turn, and I guess he got on a road where, well, they say that he got on a road where he couldn't make a U-turn, so he had to keep on going, and a police officer told him that if he goes for a few more miles, then he'd be able to make that U-turn. But at the time that the police officer told him, he wasn't able to make the U-turn until he actually entered Mexico. And then Mexico arrested him and detained him for 7 months. Now, the part that I want to focus on is I want to make a prediction about why exactly Jabin Bogan was arrested in Mexico. Okay, so I've looked up some of the Mexican laws. I have a couple that I think are the most pertinent. Here's the first one. It's under the Federal Law of Firearms and Explosives. It's under Title III, Chapter 4, Article 60. And this law, it translates in the following way. General permits for any of the activities regulated in this title include the authorization for the transport within national territory of firearms, objects, and materials authorized. But their holders must abide by relevant laws, rules, and regulations. Okay, so my understanding is, long story short, you must have permits to transport ammunition and firearms and other related goods into Mexico, and those permits only allow you to transport certain firearms, ammunition, and related goods. Okay? And here is the next law that I thought was relevant to the exact reason why Jabin Bogan was arrested. And this falls under Title III, Chapter 3, Article 55. The translation was weapons, objects, and materials refereed in this law. I think they might have meant referred rather than refereed. In this law, imported under ordinary or extraordinary permits must be destined precisely to the use stated in given permits. Any modification, change, or transformation different to the stated purpose requires a new permit. So, again, I think the short story is that you must have permits to use any weapons or related objects like ammunition within Mexico, and if you have those permits, you must use those firearms and ammunition in the ways that those permits prescribe. Okay? Now, given that information, this is the prediction that I make. So, based on the information that's available to us and using a disjunctive proposition and the law of non-contradiction, what I get is either he did possess the required permits or he did not possess the required permits. Now, if he did possess the required permits, then that means he must have used them incorrectly, which could mean like he brought in firearms or ammunition which Mexico doesn't allow someone to bring in. Okay, and also I want to point out that I'm neglecting that Mexico might have also had a law that does not permit bringing in ammunition over a certain number. I don't know what their number is, but that's a possibility. Now, if he didn't possess the required permits, then he would just be violating Mexican law by default of not having those permits. Okay, so based on the information that I have available to me, these are the guesses that I'm taking in terms of why Jabin Bogan was arrested. And I want to admit in advance that I'm probably lacking information that would allow me to arrive at a 100% accurate judgment, but that's what I'm saying. Based on the information that's available to me, these are the guesses that I make about the exact reason for why Jabin Bogan was arrested. Okay, thank you for watching.